can understand. I know, oh Lord, I know it's in my heart and baby down in my soul. You, baby, you can't take it no more. No, I know I'm walking out that door the way you treated me too many times before. Don't you know you love me, baby, too? Oh, you know I want you there, I want to be right there with you. I know I gotta keep you by my side till the day I die. Cause baby, ecstasy is in my hand. Oh, when I'm holding yours in mine and walking in the sand. Oh, baby, you know it's fine. Oh, now you done and piss me off. You went and done something you shouldn't have done. Baby, I'm mad. I'm going on. Oh, I'm going on.
Alright, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is wherever you are, and welcome back to the Easy Reefers channel, where I have been configuring things. I'm not sure what I want to do with everything yet, but I did manage to draw a giant clownfish in MS Paint, and I'm proud of myself. But anyways, yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, happy tea time, top of the morning to you, happy 11sies, whatever it is, wherever you are, I hope it's going swell, and, I don't really have an agenda for tonight's broadcast. I was just hoping to, be on YouTube with a live stream and a fancy icon, and maybe gather some sort of reefing community chat together the way somebody could in any other social media platform in the 90s. Just checking. You know, I've always been a crowd gatherer. You ever known people like that? Just like they have no problem gathering a crowd. It's funny, on YouTube, I can't really gather a crowd. 30 years of experience in this particular field. I have more experience than the old fogies that get paid to do lectures. Been doing this just as long as any of them. Now granted, you know, not a rich asshole, I don't get to fly around the world. My life has been a struggle. But you know what? There's a lot of people who like to keep reef tanks, or at least would like to keep reef tanks, who aren't rich enough to fly to Florida and Key West and Aruba and Hawaii and places like that. They don't keep fish tanks because they're rich vacationers who like to go scuba diving. They just want something nice in their house. They want an upgrade from being lower middle class and just something to feel, you know, like when you go and buy a new car, when you go and buy a new TV, when you go and buy new furniture. It's an upgrade for your house. It's an upgrade for your lifestyle. It's an upgrade for you. Well, me and my crazy ideas, I thought, why not, since I've been able to maintain some rather nice reef tanks over the years on very little money and let's just say a less than stellar attention span, I thought maybe I'd make a channel, or I'd remake my channel and focus on helping people do that. Because the only way humanity is going to survive for more than 100 years, just 100 years, is if people start getting into saltwater reef aquariums. I know it seems strange, but that's the way the particles flow. That's the way the future pans out. If people don't get into reef tanks, they're never really going to understand what's happening to the world that they're living in. People who get into reef tanks, they know it like diabetes know their blood sugar, okay? Diabetics. All over that guy that looks like a cartoon walrus is. Wilford Brimley? Yeah, that's him. He is a cartoon walrus, right? Yeah. Just wanted to establish that for the record. But anyways, so whoever's here, feel free to say hello in the chats and, you know, maybe pretend you're like a normal person and not a Google employee who paid to fucking monitor me. Oh. I'm writing a lovely report. And in fact, there was recently a Washington Post article about how it's just hard to diversify in social media. It's funny, there's a specific name for that type of evidence in a courtroom. Definitely admissible. Definitely admissible. But anyways, I must speak vaguely about this because I'm alluding to a subject that belongs on the other channel. And, well, all I can say is, it's kinda hard to focus on shooting a channel promo when you know that there are people actively suppressing your channel. You know what it makes me focus on? visitor passes. Anyways, that's a joke. That's a joke. I wouldn't need a visitor pass. And see, I'm hoping that any new people joining me will just be like, what the hell is this guy talking about? But, you know, I should know better than to think that any new people are ever fucking joining me. Literally, never, ever, ever have introduced anybody just introducing themselves anymore. This is not social media. This is just not social media. It's not a technology platform. I don't even want to say what it is, because I don't do that anymore on this channel. But I will tell you this, they're not interested in making money. Nope. Not their primary objective. Money is a means to an end. Which it usually is when people participate in censorship. Think about it. It's never about the bottom line. It's about the lines on the map. Anyways. So, let's see here. Coming up on this channel, we're going to be talking about beginners reefing checklists. We're going to be talking about all the basic things you need to set up your own reef tank. We're going to have graphic demonstrations. We're going to have all kinds of spiffy stuff. And, you know, maybe there'll be more than one person viewing, you know, for all the work that I put into it. But right now, it's just the one. I don't feel like, damn it. Make this chat window up here. Oh wait, no. I have a whole nother screen for chats. Check this out. My spiffiness. Ready for spiffiness? Oh yes. We're going to the spiffy. This is the spiffy view that I've just decided to call it that for no damn reason. And I put my fat head up here. And we put the chats up there. And now I can edit the frame. There we go. Alright, now my one viewer should feel special because he's on TV. Oh, excuse me. Fake TV. But anyways, at least the broadcast is working in the middle of the night on a Saturday night. Which, you know, as far as dead times, I'm okay with this being a dead time. But, as far as reefers on the internet right now, because they don't really have shit to do on a Saturday night, Let's see. How many do you think there are? On YouTube, on a PlayStation or other device, right now. 400,000? Eh? Now, how many other reefing channels are streaming right now? Now, bear in mind, there's something like 20 million people who keep reef tanks. Okay, 400,000 ain't a stretch. But you know, if YouTube wanted to make money, they would allow people here to ask me questions. Wouldn't they? Oh, excuse me. If they wanted to make money and they weren't working in coordination with any foreign governments. Because that is the only thing differently I've done. I spent years researching the limits, the commonalities, the norms, the etiquette, what's acceptable, what makes money because it's controversial, what's exciting, what's entertaining, what sucks people in and makes them binge watch. Yep, I provided all that. YouTube wasn't interested because I talked about this one country that nobody else was talking about. But I'm not going to talk about it anymore on this channel, right? Because, you know, people know it's good for their health, right? Right. Sure. And speaking of people knowing what's good for their health, here's another thing. They've edited their policies just for me. You used to be able to see comedians and all kinds of shit who smoke cigarettes. Sorry, guys. I had to ruin it all for you by sticking up for my own country, by trying to save the world. Oh, bad, bad, shame on me. Anyway. So, I guess no joy on the chats. So let's put a fish tank or two up there. Let's see here. We got... I can use this window. And like so. Check out my little mate here. Sean Morris is the name of those two clownfish. So if I were to go and completely hide my identity, to be a brand new person, create a brand new YouTube channel, this would be my first week on YouTube, I'd be willing to bet my immortal soul that I would have more people watching right now. Anybody willing to take that action? That's a hell of a soul to be in possession of. You know, the first one. Yep. Any day now, there's going to be some random people on the internet allowed to see this broadcast. Maybe. It could happen. There's probably 150 people right now trying to research how to breed clownfish. Probably 150 people just on that one subject alone, who would love to talk to a successful clownfish breeder. Especially, God forbid, one who could, you know, actually carry a conversation and maybe tell a few jokes here and there. But YouTube would rather try its luck with people who can't even pronounce the word anemone. You know the difference between a real reefer and somebody who's just faking it until they make it? It's whether they can pronounce the fucking word anemone. Now go and look at all these YouTube reefers. All these people who haven't even had reef tanks as long as there's been YouTube. They've literally had their reef tanks as long as their channels. Or not even that long. These are people who have just, I don't know, just popped up out of nowhere, the same way certain other channels popped up out of nowhere. And not one of them can pronounce the word anemone. Not one of them. I just hear it over and over again. Got a bunch of frag plugs sitting in a tank that looks like it was just set up. And they can't say the word anemone. They say anemone. It's not an enemy. An enemy is someone you need to kill. You know, like employees of a technology company who's trying to usurp your own government. Those are anemones. Anemones are a marine organism related to the jellyfish. Well, looks like I'm just going to put it on mute and waste more fucking bandwidth.